Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of my anime pickups for the month of February 2014. This is going to be just stuff that I bought which is new to the collection, and as I said in the previous video, in the next pickups video it will be everything that I've replaced, which is a lot of stuff actually this time. But anyway, this is Cash Earn Sins. This is the Blu-ray sets, and these are on the verge of going out. I mean, they have gone out of print, and like they're on the verge of going out of stock at least. Uh, on Right Stuff. So it's a show I was always interested in because I like the original, well, not the original, the OVA from 1993, the Kashan, I suppose, whatever. Robot Hunter, which is like a 4 episode OVA, which was cheesy as hell, but I remember watching it like really late at night once and enjoying it despite the cheesiness. I mean, it wasn't amazing or anything, but I'd always been interested in the other stuff. And then when Sentai Filmworks, of course, have just recently released, or will be very soon, the original 1970s series of Kashan. And for some reason they changed the name to Kashan for the more recent reboot, which is this is a reboot that Funimation put out, a 24 episode series. This one is much darker in tone, much more depressing, really. It's a much more tragic story compared to the cheesy action Saturday morning cartoon vibe you might get from the original, with a Japanese twist, obviously. But it's sort of the same thing: good versus evil, and guess who triumphs? That sort of type of affair. But this one is very different. It's very dialogue driven. The show barely has any action in it, which is weird considering the almost superhero esque uh, main character, Kashan, who is a immortal robot or human, or he is not quite a robot. It's never really explained, at least not in this version. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I thought it was a good show for definite, but it was kind of long. Like I thought, 24 episodes. It kind of got drawn out because there were some episodes that were so but basically, like a lot of the characters in the show, will get like almost an entire episode based around them questioning everything about themselves, about the world they live in, and every single character in the show ponders for ages about self-worth and you know and stuff like that. Because like Kasha essentially brought about ruin. It's like a post-apocalyptic world where practically all the humans are dead, not quite, but pretty much all humans are dead. Robots tend to be the main population on the planet, which is pretty much just wrecked. There's no really any signs of any previous civilization. It's just a wasteland. And yeah, this thing called Ruin is essentially destroying all the robots um, by rusting, essentially. One of the things I must point out is I really like these slipcovers are really nice that come with the Blu-ray parts. They got a really nice matte finish, and I love the fact that Funimation for the slipcovers, they on the Blu-ray banding, as you can see, it has like brown and rusty marks, as if like the Blu-ray case is suffering from the ruin. That is a really, really awesome touch, and it was something I wasn't really aware of, obviously, until I started watching the show, and it was kind of like, oh, that is really cool. So that's why the covers look like that. But yeah, Cash and Sins is a good show and is worth seeing, but just be aware of the sort of tone the show has, which is quite different to what you might expect going in. Next up, I picked up the Blu-ray set that I've always wanted to get and has never got around to doing. This is Freedom. It's a 7 episode OVA that was put out by Bandai under their, I can't remember what it's called. It's like their premium offering label that they had for a little while, called Hanabi or something like that, or Hasabi. I can't remember. But they put out Freedom, they put out a Yukaze Blu-ray, they put out Gunbuster and Diebuster movies on Blu-ray, which is I want to get those at some point. Yeah, but they also put out Freedom, a 7 episode OVA about being a space colony on the moon, I believe, or something to that effect. All I know is it's set in space and it's a pretty okay, slightly better than average sci-fi series. It is literally only 7 episodes, and is I think the episodes are 30 minutes at best. I don't think they're any longer than that, and they might even be shorter than that. But it was quite weird because it was partially funded by Japanese instant noodle brand Cup Noodles, and there's plenty of, I think it was anyway. I think that's right. So there's like loads of cup noodle like branding all over this. When you watch it, I haven't watched it yet, but it's something that I've always wanted to buy in this nice set. I mean, I did get a cheaper release in the UK, which I had considered getting at one point, but my heart had always wanted to get this, so I decided to get this copy, which is really nice. It comes with the four Blu-rays in black. Let's get these out. It's really cool. Come in black armory casing for Blu-ray, which is something I haven't really seen too often. And I really like the bronze and black finish on the design and such. Like the UK release that did come out is kind of just a bit standard and not that exciting. And there's also a manga in here. I don't know. I haven't seen it obviously, so I don't know if this is a prologue or a. In fact, there's a prologue on the menu, so perhaps not. I don't know if this is like a part of the actual show that's just in manga form, or it's like a sequel, prequel, whatever. But yeah, it's interesting to have that in there, all in this really nice art box set. So I was really happy to get this because, like I said, something I'd always wanted for the collection, just never got around to it. But it's a really, really nice set. So yeah, that's Freedom on Blu-ray. Next up, we have Bimbagamiga Good Luck Girl. Did I say that right? Bimbo Gamiga, yeah. I don't know why they changed the name to me. Like they apparently they actually Funimation made a statement saying they changed the name because they thought that Bimbo Gamiga would be too hard for people to understand. And obviously, it's essentially gibberish to my ears because I don't understand Japanese, but it's not that hard to say, honestly. But yeah, Good Luck Girl. This is a kind of off the wall zany comedy from Sunrise put out by Funimation, this beautiful Blu-ray case. Basically about a girl that's has everything going her way in life. She's incredibly fortunate. Has essentially that's the word. She is amassed a huge amount of good fortune in her life, and it essentially becomes a cat and mouse chase between her and a poverty god with this giant syringe. You'll probably see it in the background in a minute. And this giant with this giant syringe that essentially wants to steal her good fortune and distribute it against to the more unfortunate masses. Hence, poverty god. Looks really crazy. I like Daily Lives of High School Boys, which is another Sunrise comedy. I'm not always too keen on Sunrise. I do like a lot of their shows, but I find that a lot of those shows, like the politically driven mecha shows like Gundam and other types of shows like that, have never really appealed for me from Sunrise. But when they do the comedy stuff, I mean, I haven't seen too much comedy stuff from them to be honest. But Daily Lives of High School Boys was hilarious, and I definitely wanted this. And honestly, even if the plot enough, like even if the plot wasn't enough to sell me on this show, which it pretty much is anyway, especially with the like I said, Daily Lives High School Boys being a small comparison to make, the box that Funimation have put out is amazing. There is so much detail on this thing, so much amazing artwork. Look at that. I wish the only thing that even goes on the top as well, and it's like a wraparound image. This is like Japanese quality typeset, or it's almost a wraparound image. It's a wraparound image for that bit, but not from the back to the top. Doesn't go on the bottom, and then yeah, the spine's different, which is a shame. But probably my favorite part of this entire set isn't just the box itself, but it's the fact that the image wraps around onto the Blu-ray spines. Right? If you can, I'll be able to show this to you properly. There you go. You see this little panda guy here. I'm pretty sure his face. Oh, I think I put the sets around the wrong way, so they're not doing it right now. Yes, I have. um. Yeah. Okay, that'll fix it. Okay, now it's doing it. You see what I mean? So you got the panda guy's face and that orange and white pattern design there in this guy. It's really, really cool. This is a show that I imagine I'm going to really like anyway, but this is definitely a show that if you have any interest in, it's worth getting a limited edition in the first print run because, as usual, it doesn't cost a lot more than the normal regular edition, like a couple of dollars more. And this one in particular, the box is amazing. Some of the Funimation limited edition boxes are kind of hit and miss. They haven't been that great. This one, though, is top drawer. It's one of the best they've ever done, so highly recommended. And finally, I got the Naruto Shippuden sets. This is 6 Naruto Shippuden sets. I got these for only £35 altogether because it was a part cash, part trade. I traded 2 sets plus £35 for these. 2 sets I had already replaced though, so it was a really good deal for me. So these worked out as about £6 each, give or take, which is a really good deal, especially since some of them are more recent than others. So yeah, Naruto Shippuden. I really want to see all of Naruto, so including Shippuden, despite how much filler there is. So I decided to get it. And that's everything I picked up for the second half of February. I have another pickup video with everything that I'd replaced this month and last month pretty much as well. And then we'll be moving on to March. So I'll see you then.